What's really good, everybody? Coming to you this morning. I know it's kind of early. Yesterday, I got caught up in some things, but I actually wanted to talk briefly about the situation and the information that I've seen on one of my favorite MCs in the league, URL, Tsu Surf. It's crazy because I think that he is a well-to-do individual, but he may get caught up in some issues because I know we watch battle rap, and for those that do that don't, go check out urltv.tv, one of the greatest battle rap platforms in the history, and it's going to go down in history. It's a legacy. It's the NBA. So we're talking about a top tier competitor. Now, I've watched battle rap, so let me take it back. I've actually watched Smack DVD for years. I remember when I was in I think it was 5th grade, close to elementary school. My older brother brought a Smack DVD home, and I seen Tay Roc on it, and he was talking in the camera and different things. And I was young at that time, so I really couldn't differentiate the industry and battle rap. So I never understood how the battle rappers weren't getting more airtime than these MCs we see in the industry, because they're like way better for most times. And that just blew my mind, and that was sort of something that stuck with me. So always with that in mind, I kind of grinded out, and I kind of in my own right built my own perspective of what real rap is and real hip hop is. And that's why I have respect for everything that goes on with that channel. So go through, check out that channel. And also, I wanted to say that I feel in this situation, we don't have all the information. So we can't say without a shadow of a doubt that he's even guilty of something, because we don't have that. We don't know what actually went on. We just know that police locked a black man up. Now, we know Tsu Surf's famous. So can we say that it's easy for people to lie on him? It's easy for there to be some issue? Even though someone has a past and people want to bring it up, it doesn't mean you have to live that past. It doesn't mean that that person confides to that lifestyle, that that's their choice. And we know to some extent he has stability. We see him perform much. I seen him perform for years. I remember when I went to college back in let's say around 2007, I just seen him grinding and coming up. And then to see where he finished, I just don't see any legitimacy in why he'd be involved in an issue unless it was serious. Because when you're big and you're on top, people hate on you too. So I don't know what the true details are, and I'm just saying, since we don't know what the details are, we need to fall back off of making accusations and maybe saying like, oh, this may happen. I think that I see that they arrested him for assault, but I want to know who's the one making the claim and what's his life like. What's his lifestyle? Because he could have just been defending himself, and he got out of there because it didn't say murder. And I'm pretty sure he's a very skilled person in that sense, since he speaks about it so normally and so fluently. I don't think he would have just been in that situation for any reason. So it sounds kind of weird to me. It sounds like he had priors and something's trying to get pinned on him. That's usually what happens, but my information for that is get a good lawyer. You know what I mean? These guys are famous. He has 2.8 million views on just one video. So I mean, we can't even rule out that this is just something that's being pushed on him, because I think he's a very influential person at this time, and that he has a lot of enemies. So with that said, I just want to talk in general about my view on battle rap in the industry. I feel what I see in the industry is that there's certain individuals now, the Remy Ma, the Nicki, it's like they're trying to merge battle rap into the industry now. And even some artists we've seen are trying to inherit some styles. I'm not really going to feel that and support that unless I really see the battle rappers get on. Like, I'm not going to go out and get another CD of an MC, and I don't name names unless it's facts. So any MC, if they switch their style up and try and rap like a battle rapper, I'm not going to do that and buy their music if they never did that. I'm looking to see the battle rappers get on, if that's what the case is. Like, they got music out and different things, but I'm looking to see them get the sponsorships and different things that we see the industry getting, because I really don't feel the hip hop today of what they're trying to push on me. I mean, maybe it's because I'm an 80s baby and my mindset is from that era, but I'm not feeling that decision. I don't think that that was something that they should take on. There's certain people who specialize in that, and that's what needs to come out. At the least, if that's the case, we need to see the perspective of some of these new MCs that are stepping into the game, you know what I mean? And wonder, do they have any clue of what the history of rap is, the way that they're coming on the track? So, I mean, I get that the new generation, the era, wants to move this way, and everything's gonna merge together and come back around as it always does. Just like we saw the beginning with the NWAs and different things, and then we got the Tupacs and Biggies, and now it's like it's back to that nursery rhyme style that we had. Well, Eazy-E wasn't no nursery rhyme rapper by no means, but you know, just wanted to put that out there in that fashion, because I think that's kind of crazy in my opinion. And I look to see these battle rappers get on before I indulge in the fact that the industry rappers are changing their style up to fit what battle rap sounds like, but they're scared to get in the ring. They're scared with their brand to step into a platform to give it some notoriety, because they might get booed off, but they're MCs. You know what I mean? You gotta, if you get challenged, in my opinion, depending on the situation, you probably got to take that call. You can't back down. And they're trying to say, oh, it depends the status of the person. It depends if you're an MC and you're stepping to the challenge. I mean, everybody got to work their way up. So there is levels to this. But other than that petty view, are you an MC or not? Do you get excited when everything's on the line? Don't you get hyped when everything's right there? And, you know, it's just a sad day, man, because Tsu Surf definitely is on his way to becoming a battle rap legend. And I would argue that with many people. I could think back to battles I watched with him when I was going through some ish, and he said something that I was like, oh man, like that's ticket. Like that's what it is. Like that's what I'm going through. That's what me as a black man I go through. So I understood when he was voicing his pain and different things on the mic. So I gotta just say, like, I just hope everything's innocent about him, and I hope he has the right defense. And I hope this is a situation of them just trying to hang him because of his priors, and not and looking at his name like, oh, you became something, take this. Like, I hope it's just like that. I don't want to see anything crazy happen with his future, because I think he's on his way to becoming a legend, and nothing should hinder that. And I know people want to say, you know, that's not going to affect anything, but I don't want to see people yelling free surf the whole time. I want to see him free and him accepting his credit, because that's what it is. That's what it's about. That's what he worked for. And I watched him grind for like 8 years. Like, I watched him grind. Like, it's 2017, longer than that. So this guy's been putting work in, man. He's been putting work in. So I don't want to see nobody locked up, but in his case, he just needs to separate himself from what's going on around the side, get a business, and just let that be a grind on the side. You ain't got to be involved in the mess just because that's what you came from. Get your business on the side and get things on point. You know what I mean? Don't take no side route to what your legacy is going to be. Because when you become a legend, you want to be there to accept the glorification of the hard work you put in for these years of struggle. So, you know, I just want to reiterate that I don't think that everything out there is the way it seems. If they're saying that he actually did this, I would like to see the evidence. If they're saying that it's a witness, I would like to see how this witness even is related to him. Is this a hatred situation? So there's a lot to see before we make judgment on a finalization, but this is sad, man. I was just looking at a few videos. If you get a chance, go type in Tsu Surf verse what's his name? I'm gonna actually put it down in the description, But matter of fact, just type in Tsu Surf verse. TSU space SURF space VS. Type that into YouTube. That's how you add an algorithm to actually search for a person's overall battles. Every battle he ever had will come up. So go search that and go check out some of his battles, man. It's sad. So I want to see this guy rise. So, I thank everyone for rocking with me. Share and subscribe this, definitely. Get people searching and checking out the different work he's put in on the microphone, and just give good vibes to who he's going to be, because this he's young. He still has a future. So, thank you. Share, subscribe, rock with me. And you know how I do it. All rights reserved.